In the annals of India's freedom struggle, there exists a hero, a leader, a revolutionary, Subhash Chandra Bose. Born in the late 19th century in Cuttack, a city in the eastern part of India, Bose was one of 14 children. His father, a successful lawyer, instilled in him a sense of justice and duty towards his country. An exceptional student, Bose's thirst for knowledge led him to Presidency College in Calcutta and later to the hallowed halls of Cambridge University in England, where he studied philosophy. However, the academic world was not enough to satiate Bose's hunger. His heart yearned for something more, something greater. The freedom of his motherland, India, from British rule became his ultimate goal. This passion for freedom was ignited during his time in England, where he qualified for the Indian civil service. But the bureaucratic life of a civil servant did not appeal to Bose. He felt the call of his homeland, and with it, the call to fight for its freedom. Returning to India, Bose found himself drawn to the Indian National Congress, the party at the forefront of the freedom struggle. Initially, he was in sync with the party's pacifist approach to achieving independence. However, as time passed, Bose grew disillusioned with this passive resistance. He believed in direct action, in shaking the very foundations of the British Empire in India. His radical views often put him at odds with the Congress leaders, but Bose was undeterred. His fiery speeches, his call for complete freedom, his refusal to bow down to the British, all these qualities endeared him to the masses. He was not just a leader, but a symbol of resistance, a beacon of hope. Bose's fiery passion for India's independence led him down a path that was different from most of his contemporaries. His journey was just beginning, and it would take him to places and situations most could only imagine. Yet his goal remained unwavering: the freedom of India. This was the enigma called Subhash Chandra Bose. In the 1930s, Bose emerged as a prominent leader in the Indian political landscape. Subhash Chandra Bose, a name synonymous with courage and conviction, began to etch his place in history during the tumultuous 1930s. His journey to prominence was anything but ordinary. Bose's charisma, his commanding presence, and his unwavering belief in India's right to self-governance captured the hearts and minds of his compatriots. In 1938, Bose ascended to the presidency of the Indian National Congress, a pivotal moment that would define his political career. His tenure at the helm was marked by his profound vision for an independent India, free from British rule. But this vision was not without its share of controversy. Bose's differences with Mahatma Gandhi, the guiding light of India's freedom struggle, began to surface. While Gandhi advocated non-violence and passive resistance, Bose believed in a more assertive approach, a direct confrontation with the British. This ideological divergence led to a rift within the party, and eventually Bose was ousted from the Congress presidency. But Bose was not a man to be deterred by setbacks. Unfazed and resilient, he took this as an opportunity to chart his own course. In 1939, he established the Forward Bloc, a political group aimed at consolidating the anti-British forces in India. The Forward Bloc was Bose's testament to his unwavering commitment to India's freedom, a commitment that was undiminished by political setbacks and personal differences. Bose's journey is a testament to the indomitable spirit of a leader who rose from the ashes of political exile to become a beacon of hope for millions. His story is a reminder that the path to leadership is often riddled with challenges, but it is the courage to confront these challenges that separates true leaders from the rest. Despite political setbacks, Bose remained steadfast in his commitment to India's freedom. And it's this unwavering commitment that continues to inspire and motivate generations of Indians, reminding us all that the flame of freedom once lit can never be extinguished. In 1941, Bose did the unthinkable. He escaped British surveillance and made his way to Germany. This was a daring move, a testament to the lengths to which Subhash Chandra Bose was ready to go in his pursuit of India's independence. Bose's journey to Germany was not a simple one. Imagine, if you will, the audacity of escaping from the watchful eyes of the British in India, then traversing through Afghanistan, the Soviet Union, all the way to Germany, all in the middle of World War II. It was a journey fraught with danger, but Bose was determined. Once in Germany, Bose didn't waste any time. He immediately sought to garner support for India's independence struggle. His efforts led him to meet with some of the most influential figures of the time, including Adolf Hitler. Now, it's important to remember that Bose was a staunch anti-fascist. His meeting with Hitler was not an endorsement of the Nazi regime, but a strategic move aimed at gaining support for his cause. During his time in Germany, Bose also reached out to Indians living there and elsewhere in Europe, urging them to join the fight for India's freedom. He made broadcasts over the radio, speaking directly to his countrymen back home, instilling in them a sense of hope, a belief in the possibility of a free India. His time in Germany also saw him establish the Free India Legion, an armed force made up of Indian prisoners of war and expatriates in Europe. This was an attempt to form an army that could, when the time was right, be used in the fight against British rule in India. Bose's journey to Germany marked a new chapter in his pursuit of freedom for India. It was a bold move, one that showed his readiness to push boundaries, to take risks, and to seek out unlikely allies in his quest for India's independence. His time in Germany, his attempts to garner foreign support, his meeting with Hitler, all these were steps in his relentless pursuit of freedom for his homeland. In 1943, Bose arrived in Japanese-occupied Singapore and took charge of the Indian National Army. The story of the Indian National Army, or the INA, is one woven with threads of patriotism, courage, and an unyielding desire for freedom. The INA was not a new formation. It had its roots in the Indian Independence League, a group of passionate Indians living in Southeast Asia who dreamed of a free India. However, it was under Bose's leadership that the INA truly began to take shape. Bose reformed the INA, infusing it with a new spirit, a new direction, and a new purpose. It was no longer just a group of freedom fighters. It was an organized army, ready to battle for India's independence. Bose's aim was simple, yet profound. He sought to free India from British rule, not through petitions or peaceful protests, but through an armed struggle. The INA was to be the sword that would sever the chains of colonial rule. One of the most iconic moments in the INA's journey was Bose's electrifying speech, where he rallied his troops with the powerful words, "Give me blood, and I shall give you freedom." This was not just a call to arms, it was an appeal to the heart, a plea to every Indian's sense of duty and love for their motherland. Bose's words stirred a sense of sacrifice and valor in the hearts of the INA soldiers. They were ready to shed their blood for the promise of freedom, a testament to their immense faith in Bose's leadership and the righteousness of their cause. The INA under Bose was more than just an army. It was a symbol of hope, a beacon that illuminated the path to independence. Every soldier was a torchbearer of this hope, every battle a step closer to their shared dream. Under Bose's leadership, the Indian National Army ignited a new hope for India's independence. It was a hope that transcended the boundaries of religion, caste, and language, uniting every Indian under a common banner of freedom. A hope that continues to inspire us even today. Bose's untimely death in 1945 left a nation in mourning, but his legacy lives on. As we delve into the final chapter of our journey through the life of Subhash Chandra Bose, we must touch upon the circumstances surrounding his death, as enigmatic as the man himself. On August 18, 1945, Bose boarded a plane from Taipei to Dalian, but the aircraft never reached its destination. The official story tells of a tragic plane crash, but the mystery surrounding his death has sparked numerous theories, each more intriguing than the last. Yet despite the uncertainty of his final days, what remains clear is the indelible mark he left on India and its struggle for freedom. Subhash Chandra Bose's influence on India's freedom struggle was profound. He ignited a spark of patriotism and courage, inspiring millions to rise against colonial rule. His rallying cry, "Give me blood, and I shall give you freedom," echoed across the nation, fueling the fire of resistance and the desire for independence. Bose's place in Indian history is one of reverence and admiration. His courage, leadership, and unwavering dedication to his country's freedom have earned him an eternal place in the annals of our history. His life and deeds have been immortalized in countless books, films, and songs, ensuring his story continues to inspire future generations. His vision for an independent India was radical, progressive, and ahead of its time. He dreamt of a nation where everyone, regardless of their caste, religion, or gender, had equal rights and opportunities. And though he may not have lived to see his dream come true, his ideals continue to shape the India we know today. Subhash Chandra Bose, a true patriot, a fearless leader, and a hero who will forever remain in the hearts of the Indian people. His story is a testament to the power of conviction, a beacon of resilience, and an unforgettable legacy that continues to inspire us to this day. His life may have ended, but his spirit, his ideals, and his dream for an independent India live on.